Hi everyone, it's Julie from Camelia Crafts. Today we're going to be doing some page tabs from scraps. Scraps of anything you've got hanging around. Fabric, paper, lace, tickets, snippets. I've got these. I don't know where these came from. I don't know if it was from a video or from my brain. I just started sticking bits of scrap book pages onto, I think that might be an old till roll, something similar to this. I think this is bus tickets. Well, yeah, use what you've got today, basically. A little bit of something for everyone. You can sew them if you want to. You don't have to sew them. That's one I didn't sew. I just put an eyelet in it. That's one I did sew. Let's get a journal to show you how they go. I think most of you will have seen page tabs by now and know the crack with them. But if you don't, grab a page. Put that over the page, stick it on, put it down, put it upside down. It looks much better proper way around. And there you go. I love it when you can see them sticking out the edge of your journal. Use, ooh, where did voice go then? I've no idea. Yoo-hoo. Yoo-hoo, that's type of glue, isn't it? Yeah, use them to flip your pages. Yeah, all things I've been making, getting stashed in here, ready to put in it. Yeah, you will see this journal again. It is getting everything I've made put in it, which I promised when I made it beginning of January. So, let's crack on. There's no real plan for today. I'm just going to grab bits and stick them together. Fun, fun, fun. Even buttons. What I like about page tabs is, I don't suppose that one, if you put your button near an edge, because they're sticking out from your pages, you can use more 3D things. The things that aren't quite flat enough to go on journal pages. So, I'll start by making one with this ready-made bitty bobby. I mean, oh yeah, I've stamped on that as well, haven't I? Oh, that's good. I'm going to rip a piece off. Ta-da! Oh, how easy was that? We'll do some other bit. I might make a little strip of that as well. Grab some ink. So we're doing a little bit of inking. Have I said? I haven't, have I? These were inspired by Christy over at Crafted by Christy. I'll probably be making mine slightly different because I'm just going to make a lot of mine from things that are already half made as well. But she did some beautiful ones. And I owe Christy an apology. Let's grab some fabric for this. I used to make clusters and sell them, so I've got loads of bits of fabric already ripped into strips like these. Woohoo! That's a long one. I want a wider one than that though. Oh, look at that. That's good. Very pretty. Let's use a bit of that. Yep, so as I say, I owe Christy an apology. Well, not really, but yeah. The video I did a couple of weeks ago, I took the shine off stickers. I had been watching a video about taking the shine off stickers in other ways. And at the time, I couldn't remember who it was. When I did remember after the video was published, I did link to Christy. But yeah, I didn't say it in video. She's an absolutely lovely woman and she does some fabulous stuff. And today, my ears were burning because she did a video where she'd, yeah, and I said this, improved upon my last video, and it were an improvement, it were amazing. Grab some glue while we stick this on. If you watch my last couple of videos where I made bookmarks with book pages, whoa, as that woman took them to another level. And she's the queen of grunge. I just love, she's not afraid to play with her inks and her paints and everything. And if it goes wrong, it goes wrong. And it goes wrong on video, which I like as well. Why is my glue not working? Because you're using wrong bottle, woman. Use bottle you've been using today and it'll work. Whee. That's better. Now you use what glue you want. I'm quite happy using my art glitter. Use hot glue, use Fabri-Tac, use what you want. So we're just going to pop that on there like that. I mean, it doesn't look much like a page tab until you fold it. Ooh, now if you want to come in with your sewing machine, come in with your sewing machine. But as I've been doing lately, I've been having a good go at the faux stitching business. And I'm going to do a little bit of faux stitching on this first one. I have got my sewing machine set up behind me, so I may do sewing on some others. Where's your ruler gone? Where's it gone? You have got a ruler somewhere. There it is. Ooh, and it's a little short one. So I'm going to try a bit of faux stitching along the bottom of here. I'm going to do zigzag. I don't know whether this marker will work on fabric, so I'm just going to go. And I'm using my ruler just to make it a little bit straight, otherwise it'll be just horrendous. Oh wow, how good is that? You can hardly tell the difference between that and the real sewn ones, can you? So that one I sewed, and that one I've just drawn on. Oh, you can see how that paper is soaked the ink up quicker. Right, I'm going to be impatient and fold this before it's dried, that glue, but it'll be right. Look at that, how gorgeous is that? Yeah, that's coming apart. I have no idea how long ago I made these strips. They've been hung up on, well, yeah. They've been hung up on that clip in my craft room for a good long while. Yeah, they've gone all crispy. They've been hung up a long time. That's that. Now I'm going to slap a button on there because I want to. I'm going to grab, I'm not going to spend too long picking stuff. Because I think that's when it all goes wrong, isn't it, when you overthink stuff. Just going to grab a few small buttons. Why are they mainly them? Because I put them in there last, that's probably why. Whee! Oh, I like that one with polka dots, but I really like that one. I like that one. Yeah. Now, you can glue your button on, you can sew your button, you can do what you want with your button. What I'm going to do is glue my button on, and then I'll come back in after and do a bit of sewing. I'll tell you someone else who I've watched quite a bit of her lately who does a lot of good stuff with scraps. At the Creative Cove. Christy had mentioned her when I watched her a while back, and I'd gone over to have a look, and yeah, I really like that lady, so I'll link her as well. Look at that, how cute is that? I really like that. I'm thinking, no, I don't need a button on that one as well. So we'll let that button dry, and I'll come back in a bit and do some, sewing on it. Where did the word go? Ow, just stabbed myself with that pin. If you watched me last time, you'll be pleased to know I've put a label on my hand cream. Yeah, that's for hands. I tried using my matte medium as hand cream. It didn't go so well. Right, let's get... Oh, I'm going to get that. I'm going to try doing something Christy did. She made quite a few in a row. I don't think... They're a little bit too wide, aren't they? I need a wider piece of fabric. Here we go. That's better. Oh, that's perfect. See, we will be crafting in a 2-inch square by the time we've done today. Whee. So I just want to get a few made and then... Oh, I'll rip that there. Yeah, what she did is she made a strip like this and then took it to a sewing machine. And Christy's were just stamping on one piece of paper. I'm using these because I've already got them. Yeah, they were really good. And it's sometimes you watch a video by someone else, and yes, you can learn from the mistakes, especially because what she'd done is she glued some of them a bit too close together. They still look fabulous when they were done, but she's like, oh, I won't do that next time. But because I've seen Christy make the mistake, I'm not going to make it. Well, it's not a mistake. I've seen Christy do it not as she envisioned, shall we say. So, yeah, ink those up. Let's have another rabbit while we ink. Ooh. But yeah, I will link her bookmarks video where she improved upon the ones I did. They're absolutely gorgeous. I do like her style. I get overwhelmed doing too many things at once. Or what tends to happen, I'll get an idea in my head and I don't think further than that initial idea. Does that make sense? That's why I work it a lot by making things and then coming back and making something else with the things, because thinking of it all in one go, it's above my pay grade. But not Christy. She'll be like, oh, and I can do this and I can do that and I can do other. Love it. Whee. That's why you'll see me make an ephemera for nearly 2 years and never make a journal. Well, I've got some journals not finished. I've got some ephemera and they will find their way to each other eventually. I'm going to do so much when my kids have gone to uni in September, aren't I? Just like I was going to do so much when they left school and went to college, because they'd apparently be lower maintenance than they weren't. Yeah, I was going to do so much when they were off on school holidays, but then I end up doing so much with them, even if it's only sitting watching telly and talking and spending time with them. Now I'm going to do so much when they go to uni, but I will have to do so much when they go to uni this time, or I'll be destitute. Need to step up the work game. I don't think kids ever get to a point where they need less. Do they? You tell me, people who've got kids. Are they less... Well, this is going to sound... Are they less high maintenance once they leave home? I don't know. Or do they keep coming back wanting stuff? I can't remember how high maintenance I were when I'd left home. I know I did keep going back wanting stuff, but... Yeah. I can't believe my mum had 6 kids. 6 kids! 2! Blows my brain. Ooh. Although... older brothers and sisters, they're a lot older than me. My mum had like been married twice. There was like a huge age gap between us. From the oldest, there were like a 24-year age gap from oldest to youngest. Whee. Right. I'm going to do that. Now what Christy did, because I'm going to sew these. She went in and did the sewing down that whole strip and then tore them apart into clusters. So I'll be back with you in 2 seconds. And I'm back. So I've just sewed those. How good do they look? I will do some more colourful ones shortly. I just wanted to use some of these strips up. I'm going to snip at this side so I can snip through the sewing, and then just, if anything, I might have left a bit too much room between mine. But, I don't know, it depends how big you want your page tabs to be, doesn't it? It depends how big your journal is. That's quite a small journal that I showed you before. I might stick some of these on my Edith Holden journals that will be ready circa next millennium. Oops, I didn't tear that on the sewing side. But like I say, if you don't have a sewing machine, come in and do the zigzag. Very easy, the zigzag, if you do it with a ruler. Right. Let's do this one next. Which way up shall we have it? I think I'll have it that way with sewing at top. Yeah, just too much stuff. Now I'm going to grab some labels. What we got? Oh, round ones. You never know what label you're going to get. I need to consolidate all my labels because I've got too many little tubs of separate little labels. It's a bit crazy. Oh, I like that there. If I put one each side, then I'll have one on each side of the tab. And that just adds a little bit of colour, doesn't it? Should we have... Yeah, we'll have a red one at one side and a green one at the other. And we need a little bit of ink on them white edges. And we'll stick those on. So that's actually added quite a bit of colour. And then, I don't know if I'm going to need a button on this one. Button might be overkill. What do you think? I don't know. I hear my stairs creaking. That sounds like a cup of tea being delivered. I'll just stick this one on and grab my tea. Whee. Thanks, darling. Wish down a stick. Oh, nice cup of tea in a Christmas mug. Oh, no. Well, I've got a cup of tea in a Christmas mug. I don't want to tilt it and spill it. Can you just see that it's Christmas? Merry Christmas. Merry and bright, yeah. Well, it's a very bright day. I do apologise if the light on this video is a bit dodgy, because we have got clear blue skies and then just the odd cloud. So when the sun... It messes with lighting, even though it never used to. I think I might need a new phone soon. Whee, yeah. So let's try folding that. How good is that? Do you know when I make these and they're spread out, I always think they're too wide, and then you fold them over and they're not. That's brilliant. I love that. How easy is that? You could make dozens of these in an hour or two. Now, one thing I'm going to do... Oh, that button's nearly ready for sewing. I've got these. I've got 2 lots of these. I think I got these yonks ago. I got one set, I'm sure, from BB Craft when I first started my YouTube channel, and I did a video for them. They're like them little... Ooh, fingers and thumbs. Them little crimpy things. Little crimpy things. Yeah, it's such a technical term, that, isn't it? I don't even know if they have a real name. So I'm going to put that on there. Do I want to put it at top or mid? I'm going to put it at bottom. Put it at bottom. Ooh, now if you're strong like me, you can crimp them just using your fingers, but I like to use my acrylic pliers. I have a new pair of acrylic pliers, exactly the same as my old pair, only because I ended up giving them to my daughter. She needed some, so I'm like, oh yeah, you have them and I'll have a nice shiny new pair. They're just pliers with acrylic blocks on, so they don't squash things too much. How amazing is that one? I really like that. And then we can stick something on. Now here's one I prepared earlier moment. I just put, look, I put charms on rings ready to go. Oh, should we have a key on that? Yeah, I'm going to put a key on it. Put them back in because that's just one more load of stuff you do not... Key or butterfly? Butterfly's gone in, so it's going to be a key now. Could even just pop a paper clip on. That would be good, wouldn't it? You might have to do paper clip after. Oh, that paper clip is so stiff it's going nowhere. I think I'd do it that way as well, so it didn't go in the way of me. Ooh, label onto the side. That's a good idea. I like that. Then you could, I'm not obviously going to do it because I've put that on now. You could hang a charm off there on top of a tab. Oh, that's like more and more things. Now I shall grab a ring. I don't see to do these very well these days. I can just still do them. It might be painful to watch. I've got my jump ring, and somewhere on this desk I do have some pliers. I've only just started the video and I've lost them already. There you go, I used pause button. I found them under a pile of stuff. So, get that jump ring. Yeah, I've had advice on how to use these properly, but maybe it was from people who don't often watch me. It doesn't matter how you use something properly, I use it how I use it. Yeah, I know that ring's supposed to go on your finger, but I've got chompy fingers and I don't find it as comfy as holding it. I've got more control when I hold it. And apparently ring's supposed to go in your left. I don't know. I can't do it like that. But thank you to whoever suggested it. I mean, let me show you how I hold a pen. You might have noticed. That's not how to hold a pen. But, yes, as many times as teachers tell me how to hold a pen, I still held it like that. That's just, I do me. I've always been a bit like that. I like that. That key is cute. Ooh, so you really can go mad with these, can't you? You can make all sorts. So we've got... Oh, that one is a bit long, methinks. I think I might need to trim some fabric off that. It's just too much, isn't it? That's far too much, Julie. You went a bit mad with that. Trim it at the sewn edge. Listen to your own advice. Oh, yeah. And the idea is so you cut the cotton. So make sure you cut the cotton. There we go. I do like that. That's a piece. Is it a piece of cloakroom ticket I've got on that? Now this time I'm going to put that paper clip on that I found because I like that idea. And then I'll stick anything else on, avoiding said paper clip. Oh, I like that. On this, I think I may just be able to hang something that's on a bulb pin. Whee. Oh, look at that. I don't know why I did that, but it looks cute, doesn't it? Oh, how cute is that? It's just some glass beads and a bulb pin. We could put a giant mushroom on that, but... Oh, a butterfly. There's a flower there and a little flutterby. That'll be cute. So every time I want one, yes, I'm going to take the whole lot out. And don't put the butterfly back in because you want it, woman. Oh, turn it that way around. Whee. I think I need to get my kids helping me do some jump rings. Oh, how good is that? Oh, butterfly's wrong way around. Should we turn it round? I always do that. I never know which is the right way around. So try again. One day you'll succeed. Whee, there we go. That's better. Oh, look at that. You're so sweet. And that really does need something. That needs another label, or ooh, what about a piece of ticket? I've got a tub here with some tickets in. Have we got any green tickets? I've got another tub with tickets. I know I have. Where is it? Oh, here we go. Me and my micro-organising. I've got a tub here. Right. Tickets, it says. Then I had another one. It says bees. Bees. Who has a tub for bees? What on earth is it? And again, I think that's when I first started my channel. I did something where I did bees. All about bees. Ooh, bees on fabric. That'd be good. I want it tabs. Oh, I like that. Bzzz. Bee and a butterfly. I don't like the bee on there though. It's a bit too disappear it. Oh, look, a die cut black bee. Is that a bee or a fly? I just don't know. Oh, I like that one better. So, yeah, you can just put out on. This has now become one that has a butterfly and a bee. Oh, I don't often do creepy crawlies, but that's going on there. Whee. Whee. So yeah, get your bits out. Get making some. Crack on. I'll put you at bottom, bee, because then we'll still see the paperclip and the sewing. Glue's gone everywhere. Just keep sticking your fingers in and dabbing it off. I like that. I know there's no colour on it, but hey ho. I'll put it on a colourful page, and then it doesn't matter that there's no colour on that one. That one had a bit of colour on, bit of green. We'll do some with coloured fabric, and I might do some coloured stamping. You never know what I might do. I forgot I was looking for tickets. Yeah, I was looking for tickets, and I got distracted with the bee, but does that matter? Not really. Whee. So let's... Ooh. Rather than see me fold another two of them over, I'll just put them to one side. And let's get a ticket, and let's get a piece of fabric that has got a little bit of pattern on it. What's that? Oh, wow, that's going to look so good. Oh. That's going to be amazing, isn't it? 2 tickets will be perfect. 2 tickets, bit of fabric, glue it on. May stick a button on this one. If I were making these for myself, well, they are for myself. You know, if I weren't on film, what I'd probably use here is my glue stick. I've got one that glues fabric, and it glues it really well. It's this one, it's the Elmer's Extreme. I always bang on about it. And then I would put this under something flat to dry completely. Yeah, it does stick. I've had things stuck on fabric a couple of years and they haven't come off now. And let's snip this. Get some little snippy scissors. I'm sure you'll have them 5 minutes before you lose them. There you go. Yeah, about 5 minutes. Let's, if I knew how, I'd put a timer on the screen now and then, yeah, see how long it is before I lose them scissors. Oh, oh, that's, yeah. Oh, look, I've pressed that and creased it, so let's do it some more. I like the look. Ooh, happy accident. Oh, it looks so much older now. Right, that's going to be that. Oh, I do like that. And I think that needs a button. Let's see. That's too big. I don't like that. I do like the Man-Made with Love ones, but they're not always appropriate. And today that one's not appropriate. I'm going to get a box lid. The bee box lid. Oh, sorry about the noise. If that made anyone jump, I am sorry. Pick yourself up off the floor. Yeah, sorry. Wipe tea off your sen. If you've spilt tea on yourself, I was not expecting that to be so noisy. I don't know why. I scared myself, basically. No, you don't want green buttons on a green ticket because it's just far too green, isn't it? But I don't want white because that's a bit of an off-white. No, I don't want white. Here's where I start faffing. Faffity, faffity. Oh, I like that one. I do like that. That could be the one. The pearl button. Yeah. We're going to have a pearl button on that. So. That needs a bit more glue. A bit of glue up to edge so it doesn't fall off and peel off. Yeah, be a bit more careful with your glue, lady. I mean, like we always say, the angry baboons aren't going to come, but it needs to be fit for purpose, doesn't it? I'm going to put that up there because I want to be able to see that 20p. So yeah, again, I'll glue this on and I'll come back and do a little bit of sewing. It might be too painful to watch me sew a load of buttons, so I might do that while paused. But just having the string through does improve the look. I like that. That's pretty. Do you know what else I'd like? It needs something else. I don't know what. I'm going to put that to one side and we'll have a think on it. It might come to us. It might. It might not. Excuse me. I'm just going to pause and have a drink of tea. Here I am. I've had some tea, and while I was having it, I just sorted some bits out of my boxes rather than you just see and look what I found. I think that were from when I got my sewing machine first and I was setting up the tensions and everything. Yeah, but how fabulous is that going to be to make some of these page tabs? That's going to be amazing. In fact, let's cut it up. I'm going to snippety snip there. I'll be ready to come in with my scissors to snip through any bits of cotton. I don't know why I'm doing it over everything. Yeah, I found just loads of bits of lace. Bits and bobs, a few bits with colour. Look at them. That's where I've mopped up after doing some inking on card and tags. Woohoo! I don't think we're halfway through a clustered. Well, I think we'd finish one. I do get sidetracked very easily and like forget what I'm doing just while I'm having a cup of tea. Let's snip through that. Oh, how fab is that? That's so good. Now, I would not have sat down and thought, let's do that. But because it happened by accident, I'm like, that looks fab. So, I mean, there are people. I mean, have you seen Susie, Shabby Soul? She's one on Tim Holt's design team. She would think of just sitting down and doing that. I wouldn't. I just wouldn't. Whee! She's very good at making things look like they came together accidentally. if that makes sense. Oh, do you know, because that's folded, I think I'm gonna, it's not gonna come apart because I've got 2 layers of fabric. There you go. We just want that shabby look. Oh, if you're really good at it, you can rip through the sewing. Right, let's see what occurs with these. How nice are they? Let's get rid of some bits. Ooh, mate, how many? These squares are 1 inch. So that is how small an area we are now crafting in. Oh, that looks good. Where were the one that was stepped? Where were the Stepford? What Stepford? I've lost it. I've thrown it. Someone said in a comment, they love how I just throw things to one side. Yeah, it doesn't always work out because you lose stuff. It's like, where on earth did I throw that? Oh, that was a really stepped one. I really like that. Now I've done this by accident. I would think to do it again if I did it straight away. But if I didn't do it straight away, I'd forget. That looks good. I like that. That needs to go on the front. So what we're going to put on there, I found a purple ticket. I really like that purple ticket. But then it covers all sewing up, doesn't it? So maybe just a bit of that purple ticket. Maybe some see-through lace. Oh, we could just wrap a little bit around bottom. Oh, about that bit. That's too fancy. Far too fancy, lady. Oh, about this bit. I'm going to stop saying that now because I know myself. Mind you watching. Ooh, what about this bit? Ooh. Ooh. Yeah. Sorry, Julie's not here today. She's been replaced by a monkey. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Ooh. And I just think I need to cut that up middle because it's too much. Yeah, I know we're supposed to be using scraps and I just seem to be making more, but hey ho. Tends to happen when you're having fun. Yeah, that's going to go on there. Let's get that glued. Like I say, if you're going to sew, come in and sew it. If not, make sure you put enough glue on so that it isn't going to fall off. Isn't? When did isn't have a H on it? Take that H off, isn't. Stick it on something that needs one, like herbs. Herbs. I do like the sound of herbs. But in the UK we have herbs. Herbs. I think, you know, I've said this before, I'm getting deja vu with my own waffle now. I think, especially part of country where I am, we drop so many H's. There's so many words that have H's that we don't say. But yet, herbs, we always make sure we say the H on herbs. That looks good. What happened to that purple ticket? Oh, you crazy woman. You found bit you don't want. Where's bit you do want? It's gone, hasn't it? Oh. While I think about perhaps finding that bit of purple ticket, someone's going to know where it is. Someone's going to be shouting at me. Oh, that one's not as bright. That literally was my last purple ticket in the world, and I've gone and ripped it in half and lost some. That was very careless of you, woman. But I have got these. I don't know why I've got these. It's a little bag of tags that say I'm made. I just lately like to stick them on everything because they look good. That looks so cute. Like I said, I don't know why I bought them. I was probably shopping on AliExpress or Amazon and thought, they're cheap, I'll have some. Like you do. And then they get squirreled away in your stash, don't they? Never to be used again. Right, do you know how I said I was going to do one with a much brighter colour? That didn't happen, did it? So I think what we'll do is stick a bright button on it. Oh, that's too bright. I don't like that. Candy pink. No, 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 no. Oh, what about that one? Oh, I like that, but that just looks weird. I should have put the handmade further over. Handmade and a little button there. That looks sweet. Oh, that's so sweet. You're going there, mate. I've gone into faff mode. But we all do it, don't we? I mean, I can't remember if I've mentioned this wasn't going to be today's video. No, it wasn't. I saw that one that Christy did with altering the bookmarks, making them just on another level. And then it reminded me of this one I'd seen, and I'm like, I really need to do a video and mention Christy a little bit more, having nearly dissed her on that other one. Yeah, forgetting that it were a video that I'd seen. But I do that all the time. I've got a memory like a leaky sieve. Ooh, that looks good. I'm going to cut that flower out and put it on. No, I'm not. I don't like it. That needs something. I think it needs a number stamped across the middle. Right, I've got one here. And I'm going to be very brave here, and I'm going to stamp that number directly onto that tab. If it goes wrong, I'll stick some over it. I'm very upset having lost that little piece of purple ticket. Yeah, it's just more of a craft with me again, this one, isn't it? We're not doing out earth shattering. It's really not rocket science. Don't put it upside down. You'll be really upset with yourself. Because it's fabric, I'm just going to hold it there. I don't know whether my ink's waterproof. What is it? I don't know, but I don't intend washing this, so it's not of huge concern. Oh, I like it. That's it. That's where it needed, isn't it? Back, we'll just have to wait for another day because I don't want to smudge what's happened on other. I think that might just be good enough on the back. We could put another button there. Maybe, maybe not. If you're putting your buttons a bit further in, don't sew them to both sides or you'll never get your page tab over the page. Oh, I like that. That's got to be my favourite so far. Right, let's make another one with this. Oh, I've found that bit of ticket now. Isn't that just the way? The minute you decide to go a different way because you've lost what you were going to use, you find it. Oh, that looks good. Do you know, I forgot all making page tabs. I could have just put that ticket over with that bit showing, couldn't I? Yes, you could, you dumb person. Ooh. Yeah, I've had a few comments, people saying, don't, you're awful with yourself. That is, it's just how we are around these parts. It's said affectionately. I mean, if some of the things, when my kids were younger, sometimes I would get funny looks by what I said to kids in supermarkets. Oh, I like that. Just because, yeah, that's just how we talk. It really is. And you learn from an early age it's done in an affectionate way. I think, if anything, there's a danger then that when someone's really insulting you, just don't pick up on it. And they have to... they have to tell you twice. Oh, when my kids were in... They were in year 1 at school. I forgot which way numbers go. So I don't know whether that would be first grade or kindergarten still in the US. Anyway, they'd be about 6. And they joined a dance class. I wanted that one on that side. They joined a dance class at school. And I got a call. About 15. I'd just left them. I'd have just left them. No, that were it. It started straight after school, so I'd not had to go and pick them up. And I got a call to go and fetch them. About 15 minutes. That doesn't look good on there now. It's too much purple. Sorry, ticket. We need to put something else on. Yeah, I got this call to pick them up. And apparently they'd sat down and they'd just refused to dance. They were not dancing. I mean, this is back in the day when we didn't know they were autistic. Well, I had a fair idea one was autistic. But school couldn't see it. I think maybe sitting down, refusing to speak and refusing to dance ought to have been a big clue, but hey-ho, you never know. And I was just laughing. And then I got a telling off from teacher because I did not pick up on the cue that this was a serious thing. Well, hey-ho. Because I think she called them little monsters. Now, I would call my kids little monsters affectionately. So I just did not pick up on it. Not at all. So my little monsters refused to dance. Now, what's that song? I don't want to dance. Is that Eddie Grant? Eddie Grant. Dance with you, baby, no more. Yeah, I'm sorry about the singing. That needs something else, I don't know what, but this is how we craft it in the real world, don't we? Sometimes we don't know if something needs something else and we come back to it. I don't put myself under pressure to find something else on camera anymore. It leads to bad decisions. I know that one's already made, but I've just got the urge to decorate it. I like that there. So that's where it's going. I was determined to use this little bit of purple ticket after I ripped it, wasn't I? Oh, there's a aeroplane. No, it's not a aeroplane, it's an aeroplane. No H required. I think I'm going to put it over that. Yeah, a little bit of ticket. We like that. No, we don't. We want it under. So now there's going to be glue on that. The glue on ticket's not going to be enough to stick it. Stick it, ticket, ticket, stick it. Oh, that'll do. I think I've rushed into using that ticket. What did I just say about not rushing into doing things? I'm just mumbling now anyway. I want to put something on there, but I don't want it to be a button. But I don't know what else it could be. What else have you got out, woman? Apart from buttons. I'm sure you had some other interesting things. Ooh, brads. Ooh, a brad. I could stick some buttons on with brads. That might work. I've got these, but we've already got some ziggity-zaggity stuff. What we got in the bee box? Sounds like beatbox. The bee box, we've got bees. I made those, never used them. I didn't think through the... doing a bee journal. I have this fear of the honeycomb. honeycomb patterns. Sounds really mad. If it's a very uniform honeycomb pattern, I'm fine. But if it's very irregular, it just gives me creeps and icks. So I decided after that that a bee journal was not the way to go. Not for me anyway. What else we got in there? No. Oh, I've just got this urge to put something on that's not. Oh, I've just had an idea. 2 takes. I'm back. I've been going through all sorts, sorting all sorts out and finding all sorts, and I just remembered these. They're like little page pebbles for cards. I don't want a green. I'm going to put the black one on. If you saw this desk now, I did threaten to do a video of me tidying my desk up. But you know what? I might do it. I'll film it tomorrow. And I'll just speed it up. I might stick it on as a short. I just want to put one of these on. These are old. I don't know what letter to do. Oh, we've got an and symbol. I'm going to do that. Because I've took it off with my manky finger as well. Yeah, you can already see some glue on that going a bit yellow. Because they're old. They're very old. So I've put some more glue on it. I like that. And. Oh, yeah. That looks good. You could put one on the other side if you wanted. You don't have to. Oh, we've got a little bit of colour there now, haven't we? We've got the bee. I've lost track of how many I've made because I just keep making them and throwing them around the desk. That's the one I made earlier. I think I made that earlier. These are 2 that are half finished today. We've got a couple of buttons that need sewing on. Let's sew one button, see how well that goes on camera. Let's get some cotton. I've got this green cotton that I like. Where's the one with the white button? Lordy, I could do it. Oh, we did that now, didn't we? We did that. Oh, I'm going to sew that on with green thread. It's very bright green. Can you sew buttons on with sewing machines? I've no idea. I'm imagining no. But, you know, oh, no. Someone knocked at my door. My daughter's going to be very unimpressed. Right. She came on Friday, it is, and it's she only does a morning in college. And she just got home. She'd had some lunch, and she's like, oh, I'm gonna lay down for an hour. Just chill. Then I decide that I needed to pass me all these page pebbles because I'm penned into my craft room with my sewing machine on a separate table. So she's done that. She's just got back in bed and she's got a high sleeper bed. And Amazon have just knocked at door with a very thrilling cat litter scoop and what else? Some new heads for my mop. So she'll be huffing and puffing and be very upset. I'd already got her to make me a cup of tea. I'm a very high maintenance mother lately. And when I moan, I can't thread this needle. I'll be back when it's threaded. Voila, I've threaded my needle. Oh, silly woman. I'm going to thread that. I'm going to sew it, should I say, with the... Oh, God, look, my cotton's stuck around my scissors now. Yeah, I'm sewing it with the tab folded over. Because I can. If you don't want the sewing to show at the other side, then just sew it onto one side. I don't mind. I might stick something over it, another label, because the back obviously hasn't got a button, has it? Well, obviously. Or sometimes just the look of the sewing looks good, doesn't it? I don't like this cotton. It gets very knotty. You know, if I was sewing anything decent, but for this, I like the look of the cotton being all messy. We like a bit of messiness sometimes. Makes things look good. Right, one more go. I think that'll do. Don't stab your finger, woman. That's look, it's terrible cotton. Terrible. It was one of them cheap sets from Aldi. Yeah, don't buy them if you actually want to do any productive sewing. Then I'm just going to go through. Oh, just go through there, woman. Go through. Whee! I'll just tack it and put a bit of glue on. Doesn't really matter. Well, it's even come off at neat. It's very silky. It's just, look at the state of that. That's a mess. That's a mess. think that cotton may be headed for, well, not the bin. I can just take bits of it off and jumble it up and sew it on things. I'm just going to leave that open while my glue dries. Yeah, there we go. I'm not going to sew any more buttons on camera. It's painful. It's absolutely painful to watch me do it. Right. I want to make one of these a bit more colourful. And I'm going to do it by putting a colourful strip of fabric on. And I've got some of this left. Oh, that's so pretty, that, isn't it? You know what, I'm going to try and rip that again down here, because there's a bit of a crease. Whee. It would have come out if I'd ironed it. Ta-da! But who can be bothered to iron these days? I know I can't. Let's put a strip of you on. You look good. We like you. Don't know how good this will glue. It's very thin. I think this were a piece of Stamperia fabric. I didn't bother covering a book with it because it was too thin when I bought it, but now I'd probably just use it differently. I'd use iron-on. I think it might have been back in the day before I discovered iron-on. I don't really know. That looks good. I'm going to try my extreme glue stick for this because the art glitter will just come through and look awful. Whee. There we go. If I'd have thought on it, I'd have put it on first and then sewed through it, but thinking, not always my strong suit. Do then think. That's me half at time. I like that. That's good. And that needs some kind of label on it. Oh, should we put another page pebble on? Let's do a page pebble. And I'm going to do J for Julie, because I can. J for Julie. And under the page pebble, I'm going to put some of that. I should have done that before putting glue on. What did I just say? Ah, I've stuck J to my desk. Silly woman. There we go. That tacky finger now might help do this. This would have been a good thing to do after I used my mixed matte medium as hand cream, wouldn't it? Yeah, if there's any bits sticking out I don't like, I can just snip them off. But I will put a bit more glue on that now. Whee. You can do it. Get it a bit near at crease, missus. Bit near at crease. Turn your J right way around. Try and... I'm going to get a pokey tool. And I'm going to poke some a bit further under. I like that. Yeah. That'll do. I'm not going to start trimming that though while that dries, because it's just going to be an awful mess, isn't it? I like that. So messy but so good. What have I just said? I'm not going to trim that until the page pebble dries, and then what have I done straight away? Started trimming it. I can hold the page pebble down. Oh, I quite like that. I need to see that in my journal. That one with the J on. That's going to look so good. We'll put that on a... See, if you put that, the longer ones on a shorter page... Oh, I like it. Ooh, we could even have it sticking out that far. See the whole J? I think I would have it sticking out about yay far. Yeah, I like that one. Sometimes the ones that have no plan turn out to be the best. Right, I'm going to have a teeny tiny little tidy up of my desk, and then I'm going to come back and do a bit of stamping. 2 ticks. And I'm back. So I've just lined up the ones we've done. I didn't realise I'd done 7. I thought I'd only done about 3. Because I've done a lot of faffing about jumping from one thing to another. But something I want to include in them, and to be honest, I forgot earlier in the video. I want to do some stamping on some fabric. I've got some fabric that's already in pretty thin strips. I've got this set of stamps out. They are the sample dates from the past ones. These are on an amazing offer at Creative Expressions in the UK at the moment. I do believe their mega sale on the UK site is for UK only. I don't know about other countries. I honestly don't. But yeah, worth checking out because they are ceasing trading. The owner is retiring and they've got some amazing deals on. I did have a little bit of a splurge. When it arrives I will show it you. I just already have this set. Ooh, do a couple of them. Just hold it a little bit to sink in. I'm going to get a different one. I think I'll have that long number. I will have that number. And I will have, ooh, that fancy number. We'll do a bit each of those. Don't lose that, woman. I'm going to put it over there. Over there, yeah. Because over there is guaranteed not for it to get lost. Do you know, it doesn't matter if I do these upside down because I'm going to be ripping them. See, I've been stamping 2 seconds. I've already got ink on my finger. That's me and stamping. I saw, I don't know a name. So I'm not going to call her what's her name. That's a bit rude. Creative Cove. Doing some stamping on fabric. Whee. I think a lot of things I've done, I've just been using scraps I already had. Whee. I don't know why I said wee then. There were no wee about that. Oh, craft a launch. Whee. Stop it now, you're annoying yourself. There's a time for it and there's a time not for it. Whee. I'm going to put my... Do you know, at school, when we had to be quiet when we were younger, they used to tell us to put our hands on our head or our fingers on our lips. When I take this off, I'm going to put a finger on my lip. There you go, I didn't say it. I'll do one more of that number. Then I just put my finger straight in ink. Yeah, these are upside down. Oh, that one's smudged really badly. I don't know why. I think I was going to utch the fabric up. Silly idea. But I'm full of ideas like that. So yeah, when I'm going to rip these apart, so it don't really matter what way up they are, does it? Oh, that one was nice and crisp. That was a very crisp stamp. Oh, I think I can fit one more of them on end. It's a very short number. Whee. Yeah. Oh, I did it. Sorry. That's too many for you, isn't it? Right. Put that over there with the other stamps. And then I'm going to hope this is dry and snip them apart so I can use them on these clusters. Whee. Oh, stop it. Giddy up. That's a new one. No, I don't like that. Oof. Yeah, I'm making it look really difficult. Maybe I've got ink where I shouldn't have ink, but do you know what? It doesn't matter. This is one of the bias, is it the salvage edge, not bias edge, off some fabric. And you can see it's got some of the bits of colour in it. I don't know what the fabric was. I'm guessing it had some pink in, but I like how it's got this bit of colour to it. I tried a bit of experimenting the other day when I had a cup of raspberry tea, and I then thought, oh, I wonder if this raspberry tea bag will dye my paper pink. Shall I show you where it did? Horrible grey. That's not nice. It's not even, it's just grey, isn't it? If you're in the market for some grey paper, use a PG Tips raspberry tea bag. It'll give you that lovely horrible grey. Some people might like the grey, sorry. Right, so that's, I just was dying to do that, and now I've done it because I want to put one on one of these other tabs. Are they tabs or the tags? I don't know. We didn't make any page edges in end, it's just tabs. But I just love it. That's, I mean, do you know, I'm even going to staple that on. I think that'll look right cool. I'll do it so that my staples end up on inside. Yeah. Oh, I like that. But I've done some very beige ones, haven't I? That looks good. But I think that also needs an eyelet. And I haven't done an eyelet yet. So, which hole do we want? That one. Punch it with purpose. I could try punching that again, but I'm just going to trim it. I think that's because I had to go through 4 layers of fabric there. I have got my eyelets out somewhere. I'm surprised more of this stuff I got out ain't falling on the floor. And I also should have said at the beginning, don't bank on me using everything I showed you. I'd have been here a while next Christmas. I always do that. I get stuff out and then I don't use it. So it's always a surprise to see what I do and don't use. Right, I've got a question for people with crocodiles. I had an issue with my crocodile sort of locking itself. Now I have an issue. I don't think that's opening as wide as it should. So what I would like people to do, can you just measure me that gap? That's just over 1 centimetre. That's not much at all. What's there in inches? It's, ooh, 8, 7, it's 1, 2, 3, ooh, it's 7/16 of an inch. That's not enough. I'm sure it should go wider, but mine now won't. I don't know if something's seized up, because I'm sure I could get, not that I tried to put my finger in often, but I'm sure I could get my finger in there. Now I can't. Look, ooh, that's just, and I'm finding it, I'm struggling with it. I struggled with it on last video and I just struggled again there. And I think it's because it's not opening wide enough. But I may just be imagining that. I'm at that age. Can't remember my own name. Ooh, I think that needs a dragonfly. Yeah, that looks good. Oh, I like that. That's so pretty. They're all pretty in their own way, aren't they? Now, the one of this, it just needs something else. And I think what it needs is a number. Did it go that way? That way it went. I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, it needs a number there. That's what it's going to have. I've decided. And again, it's a bit of overkill, I suppose. Staple it. There you go. You'll not hurt your fingers on the staples because they're on the inside. That just looks better. That needs something stamping on it. What have we got in this set that's little and round? Have we got anything that's little and round? No, we haven't. I'd have to get a... I did get my Tim Holtz set out. What's this got? Something little and round. What we got? Fig 1 and Fig 2. I've got a feeling I do Fig 1 and Fig 2 a lot. What about the other Tim Holtz set? This is the... what are they called? Eccentric and Feel Notes. Aha, Eccentric's got lots of little things in. Ooh, which one? It's like trying to pick which bar of chocolate, isn't it? What do I fancy? Do I want some with nuts? Caramel? I don't really know. I'm going to go back to that one and pick the figs. I don't give a fig. Or I do give a fig. I give 2 figs. Fig 1 and Fig 2. Boom, boom. Should have been on stage cleaning it. There, that's what that needs. Some figs. Ooh. Look, I could go with a lot of jokes now with needing figs, but I'm just not even going to. They're not appropriate in this terrain. Don't fall on the floor. Now I'm in a race with myself to get this stamped before the stamp set that I've just put to one side slowly slides onto the floor. That's what it needed. I needed to give 2 figs about it. Right, don't fall on the floor. Too many slidey things. Too much stuff, not enough desk. Yeah, it's not that I've got too much stuff. It's just that I've not enough desk. Well, how long have we been waffling? Oh my word, we've been waffling about an hour. So we know we've still not got any colour, have we? Right. It'll look odd now if I just do one really colourful one. So let's do some semi-colourful ones. And I want to get some lace in on Act. That one. And lace. That needs lace. I've got some gorgeous bits of lace. Look at that, that's so nice. How lovely would that be as a tab? Oh, ooh, some more. Ooh, that's nice. Ooh, pretty. There's too much ooze in this video. I think that's a bit thick to be bending. So just throw it over there, out it way. No one will notice. I don't like that. I do. Do I like that bit dangling down? I'm really not sure. Yeah, I like that. We'll do it. Go on, woman. Do it, do it. Use your glue stick. See if it'll work. If it doesn't, I can always put a staple through it. Although I know it's going to work. I really do trust this on lace and fabric. And it dries matte and it dries clear, so you don't see it through. That's that. And then I think, yes, some of that. Scissors. Hey, I didn't lose these. If I'd have set that timer to see how long it would be before I lost these scissors, it would still be going. How amazing is that for me? I like that. This one needs some better glue. Oh, if you can, I apologise if you can hear the banging. They're doing a bit of renovation next door. It must be home from work. Because it's like evening and weekend jobby. Might not even pick up on video anyway. That's that. And I want a nice colourful ticket. Ooh. Ooh, ooh, ooh. I've got a box of tickets. There's some colourful ones. What do we got? That looks good. Yeah, I like that. Or would the square one be better? Maybe a long thin one that wraps round, but that's not long enough and it ain't thin enough. You've got 50,000 tickets, woman, but you've just decided you want one that does not exist. Sounds about right, that does. Sounds about right. Try this tub. A long, thin, red ticket. That's what you're after. Ooh. That. Do you do that? Do you suddenly get into your head, I need a long, thin, red ticket? Because nothing else will do. I'm not going to use it all. Get your slightly longer scissors. And I'm just going to cut that bit off that says travel ticket. I shall ink my edges if I have a dauber. Dauber, dauber, where could you be? There he was. Whee. And that's going to go there. I'm going to fold it ready. Travel and ticket. Put that there. This can go on with art glitter. So that bottom layer that I did with the glue stick now, a lot of this art glitter will have seeped through. Sometimes I like to fold it just to see if it's straight. That looks good. Do you know, I think that's too long. That will just encroach far too much on my page. Plus I like the frayed look from getting it a good ripper. Yeah, that looks good. And I think that one needs one of them little grippers with something dangling. Oh, that's a teeny tiny thing, isn't it? That's too teeny tiny. Oh, I'll tell you what, I could put a long... No, if I put the long one on, it'll just look like Trav. Who's Trav? You might have a relative or a friend called Travis. I suppose it could be short for Travis. Yeah, Trav. Yeah. Who's coming round for tea? Ah, Trav's coming round for tea. There we go. That was sticking out a bit too much. That's going to go on there. I'll start squeezing it with my fingers and then straighten it up, and then I'll finish it up with my acrylic pliers. There we go. And we shall dangle, I don't know, but I might want to dangle something travel related. I bet I've not got anything travel related in here, so I'll do a key. If in doubt, stick a key on it. We want a utilitarian key, nothing too fancy or ornate. It could be a man who's travelling. It could be our Trav on his travels. Yeah. Where's Trav gone? He's gone on holiday. All right. I'm not mad, but it helps to be. Right. I'll wrangle with another jump ring off camera, because I will put one on this. Otherwise, I'll show you what happens. That just won't sit nicely. Oh, it will. I'm lying. I'm fibbing. It will sit nicely. Don't bother with jump ring. Job's a good one. Everybody's happy. So that had a little bit of colour on. I'm not doing well with colour today, am I? Everything's looking a bit grey. I've got to put another one of those on something. Ooh. Now that one, that were going to be a tab, but then I forgot to make it wide enough to be a tab. We've got that, what I sewed earlier. Here's one I sewed earlier. Let's fold that in half, see what occurs. That's quite a narrow one, isn't it? So if we put a number on that, that would have to wrap round. But do you know what? I like it wrapped round. Let's stick it on. I think also the trick might be to plan out your tab and decide what you're going to do on it before you go running it through the sewing machine. And I'm sure I've just stuck there at top when I initially had it at the bottom. But hey ho. Yeah, I like it though. Looks good. And I think that's an eyelet one. Yes, that's an eyelet one. Stick an eyelet in it. I mean, when you put the eyelet in, you don't always have to put a dangle on either. That's completely optional. Dangles not always required. Nala, will you stop scratching my carpet, please? Nala. It's not a scratch box, is it? It's a carpet. Cheeky cat. She'll give me an excuse to get a new carpet. Tip, when you've got a cat, don't get a loop pile carpet. They love them. Get a cut pile carpet. Or some laminate, but then she'd probably skid and fall downstairs if we had laminate or wood upstairs. Sometimes she skids into things in the living room. Oh, I like that. Oh, if you weren't faffing, you could make... Look, I'm quite impressed with the amount I've made there. Yeah, and I've got... Oh, I did sew a couple more while I was off camera last time. Having a tidy. Oh, this is another one at... First couple we did, isn't it? That's going to look fabulous. Oh, I don't know which way to have that. That could go either way. I just love these numbers on fabric. I think they just look amazing. We've got glue stick with no lid on now. I could just make 50 all with numbers, me. I mean, if you wanted, you could just... If it was some kind of diary you were doing, you could do one for each month. A planner, you could do one for whatever subject. It'd be great. Right. I think I will stop there because I've been waffling on now for over an hour. Oh my word, that went so quick. So I do apologise for not getting any colourful ones done. I think that needs something on. Can I just... It seems that you can cure anything with a number. If at first you don't succeed, staple a number onto it. Because that one was just looking very plain. Now it's got a number stapled on. I'm much happier with that. There we go. So, I hope you enjoyed that. I hope you get the point that just use what you've got. Use anything. I've got... My brain were about to explode getting things out ready to do this. Because you can just use anything you've got. I tend to stick with, well, labels, buttons, page pebbles, little grippers. Yeah, I've used quite a variety of things really, haven't I? And all of them are scraps, apart from little bits of hardware, but you don't have to use the same hardware I've used. Use what you've got. Use what you've got hanging about. If you don't have dangles, put some string through. Make some little cardboard. Yeah, little cardboard dangles. Layer up 4 tags. Put a little bit of embossing powder on them. Cover them with clear gesso. Put a hole through. Make a dangle out of a piece of card. You can do anything. Then I suppose when you find out what you like and what you don't, you can go into buying more things. Yeah. I was lucky. I came to junk journaling with lots of card supplies and lots of jewellery making supplies. You don't need all these things, but I'm going to use them up because I've got them. But that's junk journaling, isn't it? Use your junk, use what you've got. So I hope you enjoyed that. Please go over and check out Christy, and I will also leave a link to the Creative Cove. Yeah, if you are interested in buying any of the things I've bought, the links are always in the description. I don't push items through the video. I do always like to give you options to use what you've got, but sometimes you may want to buy that. You might be in the mood to treat yourself, and the links will always be there for you. So thank you very much, and I'll see you next time. Bye.